something Dr. Bundu say, we'll go for her. I'll go for her. Dr. Bundu, what do you tell me for doing how they do? If you don't tell me, I'm not going to do it. So maybe you need to start a campaign at that level. Finally, we don't want bother with the Bakutin and they will not tire for other things. I didn't start to schools, community structures. I see the fine picture the way they hang there. I highly impressed. And you don't give me an indication, say, that's how they use the money we government give. And all the commitment that they make here today, I stand by you. I will always support you. Thank you.
Well. Una give a very big hand for the Minister of Finance. A big hand, I gave for good Monday. I don't like plenty here. And when I reach the Monday, I want everything for smooth. At the eight rest. If I say no more at the eight, then we'll make commission of inquiry. But rest, I don't be Minister of Education when people are there. I don't do back with any people are there. I don't do when they give a 5-year mandate. I don't do now they don't make a permanent institution. Now I make a day where they don't can begin build now so na Gbinti. Una give a very big hand. But now the serious part don't come. You know they see presidents they work out with his wife often. But SLPP president, anything you see, you see the glorious look where they around that. And now look there, now he don't team up stronger for girl picking in this country. Now he don't make we know say anything a man can do, woman can do and better. And we have to give them the support that they require. Madam Fatima Bio, now they can talk to her now. A very big hand. Very big hand.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, retired Brigadier Julius Madabio, my dearest husband, honorable ministers here present, the Speaker of the House of Parliament, the Minister of the Northwest, our host, our revered paramount chiefs, my papa them, the Commissioner of NACSA, Leader of Government Business, honorable parliamentarians here present, our school-going kids, the Honorable Alpha Khan, the Fourth Estate, our security forces, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our kids, our beautiful kids, our school-going kids. Assalamu alaikum. I greet you now all today in the name of Allah, and I'm so happy we today Juma. God say we dey come na Gbinti for can see the people of Gbinti. Today I'm happy for Denaya because I know say when a government, not a serious government, they think about in people land, and you know they just think about a region. They think about the nation. And I know the reason why we gather here today, because retired Brigadier Julius Madabio, now president, when a serious president, we get a serious government, we're ready for provide for in people land. Any government will make education priority in a serious government. Any man will make education priority in a serious man. Any papa will make education priority, you begin them all the better. So we want to say thank you to President Bio, because with the woman they will not go able to talk about, because we know say the load where you pull now we have in terms of paying school fees, we're not going to say Thank you. But I know say God, inshallah, will continue to provide for you. When a president look at education and make a priority, and the same president they look at health and make a priority, now the reason why we're there today, we're there for talk about education, we're there for talk about health facility. But one of the most important things we make we all there today, really, now for sure, how united we are as a nation. Not a souvenir we dey, not a bond we dey. President Biyogo say, Naxa, where una they do this, the first place where they go open them, if for being a bond district. But he said, no, I will start in Gbinti. So I want to say thank you, because they say you go live with person, you not go take in characteristics, but you go learn from them and understand what make that person dey special. I know say I no can yet for can really talk about the Hands of Our Girls campaign. But I'm no say me papa them, the paramount chiefs, them, me and them, we don't get a contract, when a seal contract, where I don't go to them and I continue for go to them, because I know say the paramount chiefs them, when I listen to them. If they give we free education, it means say we for allow we girl picking them for go school. And they say this again and again, the dowry where that man they give you for your picking, it will last you 1 week. But your education where you they give to your girl picking, and that qualification where go make you get a job where you go be proud of, that job it will change una life forever. So dear the beg una left with picking them, let them go school. Una allow them, let them go school. Una support them, let them go school, and when they come home, una support them, make they able to do their homework them. For me mama then yon, I just want to say to you, that time where you get for go count all you fall them, 6 o'clock for know if you fall them, all don't go inside the cage. For go check all the goats and then ship them, for make sure say they all don't go inside them place the way them for sleep. Dear mama, una make that time for the check, una picking them, for no usa una picking them they sleep. Because now una no more get for able protect una picking them. The government go give you picking everything. The government go take the sky, bring and come down for you. But if you where you then are also with your picking, you not take care of your picking, I will tell you no government never will solve that problem there for you. So dear, on allow the look we picking them, Lord we know what we picking them they do. Lord we concentrate on we picking them well-being, and Lord we help and protect them. When man rape you picking in your community, you don't need for hide that man there, because any man will respect you as a family. Monday when I bring and come to the law, and Lord we give you justice, and Lord we give you picking the justice where it deserve. Dear, una where they hide them man, the way they do them bad thing them to picking them. I beg dear, una Lord afraid God small. Lord will not say that picking day where you born you picking. I know able tell una boku about the Bible, but I know exactly what in God say in the Quran. Where you born you picking. Until that picking day is 18 years old. Anything where that picking day do na this world, you parents na your responsibility. So we working God up with the call Papa God pass all man. We all na imam them. We come, he says salam alaikum. Wait time reach now you they pray before. If you want enough before the imam say for pray, for let them know say you na Muslim. Muslim not to just prayers. Muslim na your action na your house. How you take care of you picking them, how you make sure say you picking them understand what thing Allah say them for do, because Allah say no man no get rights for tamper with people picking. He not get that right. Any man wait one. We know what thing then they say what thing they can do na Saudi Arabia, but when you talk na Sierra Leone, then say this first lady here is aggressive. So dear I mean I beg at the beguna. When our Lord begin consider we picking them well-being them, Lord consider we picking them security them. I also want to say thank you to the Minister of Northwest. When we been do the national food basket again, when His Excellency say yes, we did struggle during the coronavirus, even though we still get coronavirus, but at the beginning of coronavirus, now be struggle where we not sabi, we nobody not be get solution to. But His Excellency say, Lord, we find way how we go feed the poor people them. Lord, we find way how we go protect home them where they in a vulnerable state. Like what NACSA say. NACSA then go around this country here and make sure say the poor people them, then take care of them. Other than they give money, other than they give food, then do that one day. And under the office of the First Lady also, every single district in this country here, we make sure say the food basket reach. Me not go on me own, because anybody in this world, you forget team where you work with. And in Northwest, I assigned Aisata Kamara when we minister with another team them, we make sure say the national food basket, then distribute them in the Northwest. And I know say we paramount chiefs them all been witness that. But I know say I not go really pay cola yet to the paramount chief then at the Northwest. And once for long I know say at the camp. And once for long I know say where they come to una as una Pekin, and where they come with a proper message from His Excellency the President. So I want to say thank you for una make that food basket they easy for the people them and make sure say the people then get them food then they at a time where they be need them most. I also want to announce say una all know say we they try for make sure say not only for let the Pekin then they at school. Una know say His Excellency they try for make sure say the Pekin then get food, then get books then. The Pekin and Papa they are when the Minister of Basic and Secondary School. Every day now they one thing this way then they put together where they talk about. And as the First Lady I see am say, we get other things that we're picking and they get problem with. And Monday, they're not killing for talk about when a menstruation. Menstruation is natural. We picking and the seeding period. Where the time reach, they get for seeding period. So I just want for loan and no say Karine, the sanitary pads the way we get for give to the girl picking them for free. Karine, now one of the for receive them picking and they get them. For make sure say no girl picking no go miss out of school. We want to keep them there. We want to make sure say them qualify and come out here and be not only the Abbas Bundu and the when they talk about all the great people that we don't learn so much book from Gbinti. Now man face the normal they see, and I'm hoping 20 years from now we go see great women from Gbinti, because I know say as Gbinti is a great place. Woman then they are back when a great woman then, and them man they always and they pray so. They all been get one woman where Gbinti not behind them, where they protect them in the only little way. So then girl picking the yana, so we for protect them, so that in 20 years, now then girl picking yaga for Tina before we and say when mother be up in the change Sierra Leone, now we help for make sure say Sierra Leone be the Sierra Leone we are today. So I want to say thank you so very much, Shona all. And they come purposely for can do the. And when I get the date, I will make sure say me papa the department chiefs they will not know soon. Thank you ever so much.
That was the voice of the mother of Sierra Leone. A big hand to Madam Fatima Madabio. You know, I don't make the paramount chiefs aware that she would be coming to Karine. And I don't tell you, say, beaucoup time, the past have known the left behind. So they expect the president and the first lady for Kanaya, for can launch hands off our guys. There is supposed to be an interlude, cultural play. Una already, we want one short one. Make them know what we na Karine can do. Make them know. All right, una can now.
We don't get time for this, right?
And they want to Miss Africa now small. All right.
I don't think I get monopoly if it's phone. I got monopoly 1.5. My first day office deal. How many people so? I will change for you.
And then for open, for court detail, for unveil the thing with the right show, the plaque, and for make a quick tour. His Excellency the President, sir. Very quiet now, very quiet. Una take una sit back and quietly. As the speaker may don't say, it's been a peaceful people there. Yes, sir. Una sit down now. All right, a very, very big hand for His Excellency now.
The Honorable Speaker of Parliament, Madam First Lady, Ministers, Deputy Ministers, Members of Parliament, our development partners, District Council Chairmen, representatives of civil society organizations, our revered paramount chiefs and other traditional leaders, religious leaders, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Gbinti to Benoit. Gbinti to Benoit. Momano. Momano. Well, I'm glad for dinner here. Now, my first time for Kana Gbinti. But one thing where I want for say, now for Mekuna know say, I don't hear so much about Gbinti. From where they go to school, up to this day, where I don't Kana here today. From waiting I don't hear it, I get Gbinti people there all around me. It has always been like that. Not out of my own choice, but now God can say you and this person go meet and we go work together. From my classroom in both school, I began Gbinti people there with me. And I want to tell you and say, Karine Gbinti in particular, when I get good people there. And the best way for develop good people them, now for send them go school. The best investment. I just imagine all them big names they own I get now. Dr. Abbas Bundu, Alpha Tijanguri, Ambassador Wuri, and all the other one there. Let's make them one day also turn to Buddha and be whether they represent to now. Now because they go school. So when we say make we build school then around the country and take education make serious, now because every mortal man, the way they increase in value in society today, now for get education. And when they get that education, make sure say you get well body. Of course, you not go get well body and even get education if you not get food. So we, as a government, we talk say human capital development. That big name, it just means say we come feed the brain, we want feed the belly, and for take care of the human being. No human being no one for big. No human being no one for the go around for fail in living. And the best way for prepare the human being for make he able to do all by himself, now for feeding brain with education, make sure say he get well body and he able to get what he need. Now that make we anything where concern education, health, and food security, we know they take and make light. So where we don't start with the schools then I talk say I can't join winner. Because what to make me know Gbinti about education. Education. And you know for tap and they one day we they put the school there for make when I get more people there. We pass that one there. Then don't show say school business, you know, not to free to no more school business for you. Now that make we they bring the school then any side we say salon post in there. Because the SLPP, when are we on government, when are we on party, na Sierra Leone people's party. So all the time we remember, now people that will remember. And with the take that education, when are the equipment, when are the tools where you need for navigate the world, for pass around the world successfully. Now that one key, all when I picking them. Everybody will sit on here, they don't get bit of that. Think Tranga say they go outside and they go lay down. Think Tranga say that they get the young hand to mouth. Think Tranga say they go know how to for twist and turn. And you can sabi for twist and turn, you don't go school. But if you go school, it is sabi twist and turn, pass the how the ordinary man is twist and turn. You get more access. You get what you call the universal key. When you try and salon, you go inside. Now the world. Now so the world on it today. So we young government what we say human capital development. Now for that the human being when I know the means and target of development. If you not do that one day, then development not for me we get vote for more, not for me we vote for we not vote for we. Think Tranga say we know how for twist and turn. We want make wouldn't they don't miss the opportunity, make them picking the all get that opportunity there so that they not go suffer. So when I can come, I can gladly foresee everybody, but I can gladly foresee the school picking them. Then picking and they now they get for Sidona here. If fine for me then they can't see the young role models them. May not find an excuse. How I did not say how we get good results. No, you don't need for go to Freetown, McKinney or Bo for get good results. You can left now, and if you take your education seriously and with the appeal to our parents, then for make we give all the support to the beginning. All the support to the beginning. The only way for get out of poverty now education. Make no mistake. Now that makes sense. Where would they give all the things there? So now one market is no more will be now. Because everybody believes they forget rich and forget do business. No investments no day where rich education. no investment, no they way reach education. And when we they educate we picking them, and no one will limit them to just the boy picking them. Because I notice say Gbinti when I get some of the best brains, but they all man them. We be sabi. Because we know they give women the chance. We say them for go cook. Interestingly, I mean I don't know, but one of the man there, we are sabi so when I can see her come out, it's sabi cook past plenty women there. I'm not gonna put that secret in door. Say today, you know, come on, I kitchen. So not a woman they no more. As I do a man, now they will cook for you. They lick your hand there. Me while they eating food, I know they eat with spoons because I need for lick me hand there after. So I not only come for commission, I also want for make we the parents then. We go build all the school. We don't employ more teachers then. We don't take more nurses. We dey try for revamp the agriculture system. But if we are not put in our hand under, you know the work. We don't need for be hungry in a salon. We don't need for eat with man rest. Up to today, it's still the rain in a salon. Some people they don't take some country they don't take 2-3 years, no rain. So why government they try? The best way for really make sure say development can now where we not the people them, we not the people themselves, make una your own effort. Go build the schools there. We not make sure say the girl picking them go school. We not make them married quick. We not make them marry quick. We not give them the opportunity. We not go surprise for no say, pan the exam. The MPSC for the past 3 years, now girl picking the lead. Now the whole country. Me are glad because that's not a vindication for we. For me we know say not to boy picking no more. The girl picking themselves get the same brain, if not more than some of we. So I beg. Then one day where they be and then young picking them, no give them chance, make them grow. It's like a tree. If you not allow that tree for grow up and begin bear fruits, then you're not going to see the fruits then. The girl picking in particular needs special home for nurture them. Boy picking, we need for support them, but then keep better spawn because the young vulnerabilities they're not as big as the girl picking them. Then they rape them, then they give them belly, and we see girl picking belly with small. You don't boil. We not they give up. We don't say, even when they say the girl picking we get belly, the boil, we get waiting Dr. Senge don't bring in what we call radical inclusion. We get belly, as the bonder picking, they go back to school. Pauper. Excuse not for day. Now make we build the school them. We they build the school them, every village get school. You not forget excuse, not for go school. Wait to make na mother build no more, then they sit down there. Wait na Dr. Bundi no more, Dr. Wuri. That opportunity we get, we make with the sit down there so. We want to give that same opportunity to all when I'm picking them. Wait to my pianda. The result you're not going to see next time or next year or the other year. But the sacrifice where when our parents them we do, now the product that we are the see so now. Where we they talk about this person, that person, this ambassador, this doctor, this professor, now the sacrifice where we don't happen long time. If we begin the market for sale, they're not for there so. So today at Denaya, in particular, because we don't place focus on human capital development, and as now aware, we don't build this school and other schools in this area. Especially Gbinti, the beer chiefdom. We no more get 2 brand new schools then. And you know, close to 200 chiefdoms then. But the beer no more get 2 new one them, and one primary and one junior secondary school. Around Carine and Northwest, we also don't build other facility there. And what's nice about that school that we be now, we provide furniture, the headmaster in quarter day, the head teacher in quarter day, water day, and also electricity for day, because today everything what would they get, what would they use, telephone and other things that we want for introducing the education system, therefore need that. Other communities that around don't benefit. Around the Bia Chiefdom, Mange, Kabantama, they said they get community health post, and other communities that are Konike, Sanda, and Kolifa, Mabang, in Tonkolili. We do all of this because the human being, for make able go school, for it also for make sure say he get well body. The well body passion, until now when I pikin, you go know what you get for bring Canada. But we make sure say we not forget that part there, because if we serious about education, we get for serious about well body, and we get for serious about food business. When much a man get all in 3 days, able go fend them for himself. And one man, all man go fend them for himself. Because hello man, quick, he say government, papa government. Me, where have the car, not be no say, na so you do. Because when small thing we self, and they see people that they go build who side, they know say this, the next railway they can't carry me who's go. But you say papa government not stop for me a building here. So we dey go find trouble. Where the trouble come now, they will say government. And government limited in the resources we get. So we get plenty things like what they do now around the country, and we dey carry and go to the people there. We get good school then at Freetown, then McKinney, then Bow, then put local, but you no need for come on for go put local, for go school. You can then you do all your schooling. When you come to university, we dey try to make sure say, if you go put local now, you can able to go school. But we also notice say, they care picking them. Then they start plenty, but by the time when they go secondary school, they don't reduce. By the time when they go university or college or higher institutions of learning, a small number they go. So I want to appeal on behalf of the girls, hands off the girls. I beg them, let young man them. Then pardon them. We are not give deaf ears or blind eyes to that. Girl picking they need special protection. Till they reach that age where they will become more productive to una than that dowry where they can't give una for them. I want to also make una know say development in need everybody, man and woman. And when I go for land say the woman they plenty pass win at this country. It's small compared to the woman them, and we not give them the opportunity for make them be part of the development process. So if we serious about development, and if we say gender, ethnicity, and not any side we say in the country, you forget access to quality education and good health and food security for them who say. So for me, for Gbinti, now like something we don't dream about for all your life and become possible. Now this one today. Wonderful people. Una don't produce so many people, and una for continue for produce, and we go provide the support for make una continue for produce good people. As una see there now, the usefulness it don't pass wetin Gbinti need. So now nationally, what they do now for the whole country now, and not today they begin. So now that make we can talk about the multiplication effect of education. Education is good for personal development and national development. Then one day the car say, we say they don't reach so, that the daily food, they don't get for suffer for them. We say they daily don't, they get them. And that we want for make we not picking the all and we not self get. When they talk about we politicians them. You know, politicians they get bad name in this country. But me, I'm proud for being a politician and I'm proud for telling us, say me a good politician. For Mecca, they will say, I need votes. I need for many people to vote for me for Mecca Day. Who say they so? But me also believe in humanity. Today, Usa Day, I get the power for change this country. I'm not going to do one if I not work with everybody. And when it change for everybody in good. Not for one region, not for one ethnic group, but for everybody. So when it comes and they can see also tribalism, regionalism, they're not for them. Usa come out, and not be ever know say now with people that from Gbinti, I go for work all throughout my life. Dr. Bunduwe Denaya, Dr. William, I don't sabi almost all the all. For a long time. We don't work for long. Even from MPRC time. I don't work with them. We happen to work together and find them very useful. So, if we discriminate, we say that there's small group or this part of the country no more for go before. Now we say because if not that be happen, then one day where they help me so today, they never don't get that quality of education will make them become so useful that we use them at the national level for service the nation. So I want for make we take seriously these bad politicians then where they appeal. Say vote for me, boo, you know Mendeman, tell that person say you're not a bad politician. Ever encourage them. The good politician and they do this for you. Do this for the community. And they do this for your future. Anybody will care for your future and care about you. And where I come, when we talk about picking them education, now the future. All parents they will sit on here. They all have open the picking them. We will not get savings. We will not get savings in Africa. It's all about picking them. We not build ourselves because we want to picking them go school, make them go college, make them come back. Because now so we own system there. So then future of everybody, now we they look forward to. So the ground dry. Yes, it dry for now. But sometimes I not go there where you ground get for soak. And when me go soak him. Because they picking them where we they cater for suit. Today, now then they for car, mama can go Mecca. Are they American for car, mama? Mama, I want build house. I want do this. That time you ground the soak now, sometimes you know they self na hard. For make sacrifice. We don't go feel say every generation for enjoy. We don't miss. So we go through the hardship here for make we begin them better. And that's now make with the Cumbra government. Now for the future. So not to for vote someone with the do that in there. Now for make sure if it will be one the way they now. Today this map now you see you picking. Today America when I do the talk. Now a totally different world where if you not get quality education, tell you pikin may not just get education, may get quality. You're not going to survive. You're not going to thrive and succeed. So can you go? And if you get sickness, we make you know even worker, you can call the ambulance. Today, we don't bring one more, when a new one. Oh, get forgive. But I also want for people to know say, carrying an carry it. I just say Gbinti I must carry it today. Now bridge with the campus theater. And the road from Bad Canoe to Mataboy. Instead of another one, we'll go for look at. You got Gbinti, Bad Canoe. Gbinti, Bad Canoe. We also get for do that one day. Wait to make with the do plenty study because anytime we want to do anything there, you get for do study for make you know waiting how much it costs, who side the road for pass and so on and so forth. We wait man and go feasibility study. But carrying it, we not forget it. We get plenty work, but this now the young baby will get now we hand. We get for can make them. And we make them in such a way that it become unnecessary when they live the problem the way the distances, the lack of bridges, and some of the amenities that we bring them come. And I think say when I get good representatives there, we in a government, we go lobby for now. So Gbinti I don't come, I gladly, especially what me know Gbinti for education. I gladly for can and for city school and the other facilities them where we don't put through NACSA. NACSA they get financial support from national budget, but we get other people then groups where they also support NACSA, and we are a grateful people. The Islamic Development Bank, the World Bank, the German Development Bank, UNICEF, and GIZ. I want for use this opportunity for saying thank you to all organizations then. To your money so that the country in development will go before. On that note, I want to say thank you and I'm glad for the Naya. Momono. Momono.
A standing ovation for His Excellency the President. When I want to clap for the past. You know, you don't say in a Cobra party. Continue for the clap. They don't tell you in a Sierra Leone's People's Party. And a Sierra Leone. Everybody now one people. We do not so by tribe, not so by religion, that the fact that we are all one people in one country. A big hand for His Excellency the President. Well now, normally we will say, may His Excellency cut the tape, he unveil the plaque, and then we'll come back for the national anthem. But we know say the enthusiasm high for make we can dance this afternoon. So we will ask for make we get the national anthem first, then we walk now and cut the tape and visit the building. Thank you indeed. National. them. We dey ask una all for make una take una seat and stay una dey. Where His Excellency and a few members from the high table will move towards office of the state. And for long, in symbolism for all the acts that are done. I think the will have left the freedom of all. So I would say, let us try for the country. Now this.
Officially commissioned this facility and edifice for education and for the people of Gbinti. Very
Clap, please. A big one, a big one.
One for me.